Hey guys. So it's Sunday morning and I just pulled into church actually. But before I work every other Sunday. I work at the church. And so I come earlier than the rest of the family, so that's why I'm alone. But I'm here a few minutes early and I wanted to jump on and let you guys know I have a new due date for my goal weight. And let me explain why. My husband and I, we take lots of smaller trips, just he and I. It's one of the things that I think is important that we do, and it has been key in our marriage. Jason and I, when we got married, I already had 2 children. We've never had a marriage where we had no kids. So it's always been important to me that we have time, just he and I. That's why date nights are so important. We've always prioritized those things. And now that all of our children are a little bit older, it's easier for us to do. When we had littles, like when my 2 youngest were really small, don't get it twisted. We very rarely got a date night because we don't live where we have babysitters. But we do travel quite a bit and we take our kids on some of that and then we go alone on some of that. Well, we didn't get to go. We went to St. Martin in January with my brother and my sister-in-law, but we didn't get to go on a big alone trip this year. So we were talking the other night about that we want to go to Vegas in November. Now, I grew up in Vegas, so I love going to Vegas, but we don't necessarily, we stay on the strip, we do all that kind of stuff, but we also do some off-strip stuff. My favorite restaurant is there. We go hike or run in Red Rock. Like we do some non-touristy stuff too. So we were talking about, well, let's go in November. We'll go the week of Thanksgiving, but we'll come back in time to have Thanksgiving with family. It works out great. The kids can be with family while we're gone. So we were like online about to book it and we started talking, well, maybe we want to go somewhere else. I was like, let's think of somewhere else we might want to go. And Jason was like, well, why don't we go back to Cancun? We went on our honeymoon to Cancun. And Jason's parents, that was their gift to us. And we stayed in a beautiful brand new resort. It was adults only, so we didn't have to deal with kids. And so we thought, well, let's go back and do that. So we were on Expedia and we were pricing it and we were going to go back to Cancun. And I was like, well, we went to St. Martin in January. We've already done the beach thing. I was like, maybe we want to go somewhere else. So I was joking and I said, let's go to London. And now I've been to London twice. Both of the times I went, I was a teenager. And I love London. It's like my favorite place ever. But I didn't really appreciate it because I was a teenager. So I was kind of joking when I said that. And Jason's like, ooh, that could be fun. In the span of 15 minutes, from the time I mentioned the word London, Jason had booked our trip to London in 15 minutes. All that to say, I'm going to London in November and I want to be at goal weight when I get there. So my new goal weight date is now Thanksgiving. I want to be close to goal, at least close to goal weight by then. That lit a new fire because I got a little complacent already this week after that 2.5 pound loss last week and I knew it was going to happen. So time to get back on track. And anyways, I'm super excited. I am so excited because man, now I'm old enough. Every time I went, it was with a teenage group. So while we got to do a lot of stuff and it was amazing, you were still on someone else's timetable. And this time I get to say, I want to go do this and I want to go do that. And this is where I want to eat. And I don't want to, it's different being an adult and getting to travel. So I'm super excited. Jason is super excited. And yeah, so I'm sure you guys will be hearing more about our trip as we plan it. We have our hotel, our airline, all that planned, but we're starting to plan where are we going to go? What are we going to do things? So we're super excited. And the one thing I will say is if you are one of those people that is living for a mortgage, meaning you're living in a house that is costing you so much money every month that it is you can't do anything else because you have to pay those bills, really consider living in maybe a little less nice of a house or live a little more under your means because that's why we get to travel. We made a choice that we would never live for a mortgage. And I know not everybody has that luxury. Trust me, I was a single mom. I'm not even trying to pretend like it's possible for everybody. But if it's possible, seriously, consider it. Consider right now, we've worked really hard the last couple of years to get out of debt. Only thing we owe on is my car and our house. And that has made such a huge difference, paying off student loans and a car, and because now we can travel and we can enjoy. I don't want to wait till I'm 60 to start traveling. So there you go. That's my little unsolicited advice of the day. Anyways, I plan on doing a what I ate tomorrow on Monday. So look for that, and I will talk to you guys soon.